Welcome back to the 2014 European LCS Spring Promotion Tournament live from Cologne, Germany. We're just minutes away from round 2 in today's fight between Meet Your Makers and the Copenhagen Wolves. But first, I'm happy to join by Team Solo Mid's new mid laner Bjergsen. I gotta say, it still sounds a little weird to me. But first off, you're back in Europe. How have you been enjoying your time here?
I've only been here for like a day, but I'm really enjoying it. It's good old Germany, and it's nice to be back. And being at the old places, like the old food places and stuff, is really cool. Meeting all my old friends from other teams and just in general, the crew here, ESL crew, it's just really nice to be here.
And we're also very happy to have you. Now, I've seen you talking in some interviews saying how it's going well with the team. You seem to be getting along quite well, but it's the results that are important. And how have you guys been adjusting to the new patch to get those results effectively?
I feel like we've been doing really well in the new patch. We had some time to adjust, in the beginning, we had some communication issues because we kind of lost a shot caller, and I kind of had to step it up because I wasn't used to being a shot caller in NIP and my previous teams. But after just a little time, I feel like we really got the hang of it, and we're doing really well in scrims now.
Talking about that shot calling, I heard Reginald say in an interview, we'd really go without a shot caller now, but have you now stepped up and taken that role?
I haven't fully taken the role, but I feel like I've stepped it up, and I'm one of the people who talk more in the team. But I don't think we're going to have a set shot caller, but I think especially me and EpicSkillshot are doing really good, especially.
Good pun there.
No, that wasn't even on purpose.
All right. Now, of course, you've stepped in for Reginald. Reginald has become your coach. And how have you been experiencing him as a coach? How are his skills on that level?
I've never really had a coach like with us where we practice, and it's really nice to have someone who can constantly look at mistakes, tell us what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right at times. But it's nice, and we can improve really fast, and he tells us what we do wrong every game and what we can improve on, and in general what we can improve on with our attitude and how we can practice to become more efficient and how to improve faster. And it's just really nice to have an analyst, and Reggie's doing a good job.
Yeah, and it must also be needed now because you have, of course, 3-14 coming in, and we've seen for now the item builds and the champion picks from mid lane have stayed roughly the same. What has changed for you in this patch?
Mid lane is probably the role that's changed the least of all the roles, but I feel like the new ward trinket, or the ward trinket is mostly used in mid lane, just really helps you play aggressive in early game because you can drop down a ward and then you have vision on at least one side, whereas before I felt kind of limited to playing aggressive because I didn't have much vision, so I had to constantly be afraid of jungle ganks, so I think that's the biggest difference. You can pressure really hard and push the tower down faster with the ward trinket.
And that must be essential for you because in NIP a lot of times you carried a lot of games. Do you feel that that weight is on your shoulders now in TSM as well? And does those vision changes help you, or do they work against you?
I think it's neutral with the vision changes. I don't feel like I have to carry. I think the team does really well without me, and especially Wild Turtle is a really good player, and I've always thought so. And he carries games just as much as me, and I'm really enjoying playing on the team with him.
Okay, cool. Something else I'd like to ask you is you've commented that you think that the NA solo queue, you've played a lot of that, is really chill. And there's been a comment from HotshotGG saying, well, that's exactly the reason why NA isn't going so far as a region. You can compare both US solo queue and, of course, NA. What do you think?
I really don't think the difference in solo queue is that big. Maybe that's just me, and I just don't really see the difference. But I don't think there's much difference, and I think both servers are equally relaxed, or whatever you want to call it, and I just feel like I think it's pretty much the same, at least for me.
Okay, very political answer. Finally, of course, on Sunday you'll be playing with Team Solomid against the Lemon Dogs, and this is of course a whole new lineup. But guys, you know, Schleia is in the mid lane. You went 3-1 against him in the spring split when he was on AAA. How do you feel going into that matchup?
I haven't played against Schleia in a long time. I can't remember when I last played him, but I know he's a good player, and I'm not going to underestimate him, and we're definitely not going to underestimate Lemon Dogs just because they're a new team. Because I know all the players in the team, and I know they're good individually, but it's going to be really fun to face up against Schleia again. Okay,
well, we're looking forward to that. Enjoy your time here, and give a good performance on Sunday. Thank you very much. And we're going to